Hi everyone, and Dragon with you. So today we talk about Tenebris, the Incarnation of Darkness. And that's a quick guide. So log in 3 times is the first typical quest. Next we have reach VIP up to 7s, get VIP points, so you can get bundles, you can get Valkyrie's favor, whatever you need during this event, and get extra emeralds for that. So next, spend emeralds. Just as you see, we can get other souls and those. Spend energy. So spend energy is a typical quest which requires you to have some planning. As usual, that's my plan for energy spending. And as you see, if you plan more than 5,000, so 7 and up, then I would really recommend you to do the 200 into energy trade at the last day. That's how you save resources, so maybe you get something from platinum boxes. That's why don't do everything at day one. If you have 5,000 or less, then you can use my plan and be careful with your spendings. So that's exactly what I wanted to say. Just think which amount you need and where you plan to stop. Here we have daily income and additional trades which lead you to your aim. And this quest isn't really cheap, but compared to this next one, it's pretty good. So you still get energy into your heroes or something, and that kind of helps you to develop in general. Next, we have open chests in Outland. So about Outland, same situation, be careful with what you spend. Check carefully where you plan to stop, because this quest is even more expensive, as you can see. So I really think that 36 or 55 chests can be optimal here, so not to overspend, but at the same time, if you plan to get more than that, I really recommend you to use the 15 offer. So you get 10 chests plus 5 for free and save 500 emeralds. Also remember that we have one free chest, then 90-90-0, then 200-200-0, and that refers to each boss we have, and in total 3 bosses. So before you start fighting with this quest, just plan carefully which amount of emeralds you can afford for this quest and how far you can go. So I would really recommend you to get highest value but don't overspend. And at the same time, at 175 chests, you have an alternative, which is to get 15, and that will be more than needed, but anyway. Next, upgrade any Titan skin. So about this quest, let's check if we can upgrade a non-light, non-dark Titan and if it still works. So as an example, I would pick a Titan which is used at Guild Wars or at my Glacial Worlds rather. So usually I play Water and Fire, so let me stop on Vulcan, improve his skin, and let's see if it works for the quest. So as you can see, it worked. We have the quest done, and that means you can use the strategy. So check which Titan you probably want to play. Obviously, the easiest way is to summon Tenebris and upgrade her skins till the level which is the lowest of your current Titan. And then every time you upgrade the next skin, check which Titan has the lowest skin level and level it up. Or you can just focus on your main teams for Guild War or for Clash of Worlds, and that's how you get the skins done as well, but only those which you need. So here I would like you to think which skins you prefer, and would you want to farm it hard, or you would prefer to improve your basic titans. And finally, upgrade any titan by level. So that's the quest which I will show you right now. And it's not so cheap. It requires you to invest some titan potions, but dungeon should help you with. Okay, so let's summon Tenebris and check this out. Here we go. So that's the Tenebris. You also can get some bundles to get this titan as an alternative, which I just showed you. And let's check. So Tenebris is a great dark titan with two abilities. First ability deals damage over time, and if the target dies, this curse moves to the next target. Also, we remember that allies recover health from the target, from any damage dealt to the cursed target, which means it's like Dorian's vampiric aura. So Tenebris reminds me Dorian with this one. Second says, when an ally dies, each titan in the team receives 5% of basic attack and health, which means you can use Tenebris in fights against the elemental lords. And as a result, she will buff your team, and that should help you to survive. So in general, I think that Tenebris is really effective, and well, I really think we can test it. So first of all, let's check if I can use my resources to show you how expensive it is to level up. So now I have level 1. Let's boost that and let's see how far I can go. You saw that I had around 100,000 potions. What I get at level 80. Here we go. So I spent around 100,000 potions, and that was still not enough, as you can see. So I need around 10 more thousand. So what should I do? Okay, so let's go to merchant and say, hello, I need around 15,000 potions. Can you help me with that? And let's finish this one. Here we go. So I've got level 81, which you need, and that cost me around 110 or 115,000 Titan potions. What about skins? So as I told you, now Tenebris is my lowest skin owner. Here we have everything with level 21 or 20 or higher. That's why I plan to buff the Tenebris until level 20 if I can, obviously. So here we go. That's the level 20. And as you can see, I spent a nice amount of resources to do it. And actually, to keep doing that, I need even more. So, well, that's not cheap at all, I would say. Be careful with this quest and just think which titans you really need to improve at your skills. So the basic is Tenebris, then check maybe your main teams or secondary teams and level up them before you are sure that Tenebris works. Okay, and the final thing. The final thing I would like to show you, let's create a guild battle. So that will be a Titan challenge at max power in auto. I don't want manual because you would say, well, I could do it better, etc. So can I remove this team with Tenebris? That's the team which I use, that's the team which my opponents use at defense. It really works. So I know that I have a chance to remove it by effectively using Araji. Also, there's a chance to remove it with effectively using Eden. Or I can play Angus. But what about Tenebris? So every single guild war, I have a problem that it kind of, I have trouble removing this team. Can Tenebris fix that? Let's see. So composition is kind of same, but here we have elemental defense for Araji, and here we have Tenebris. What will happen? Let's see. So obviously that's the curse, but here we have immunity, which means the curse is denied, and which means we are kind of broke. So I think if you want to play Tenebris, then you really need to be careful and to play manual. So let's try again, but this time I'll play manual. Will that work or not? So with no tricks, just test number 2. Manual. And let me pick same team. Work, let's see. This time I will, sorry guys. Let's do it again. manual maximum. Yeah, that's it. So I can use the totem trick. So this time we will do everything to win. I will not activate until the enemy gets immunity out, or at least half of it. Then I'll stop the opponent from ultimating. Let him near. Okay, seems good. And the opponent is collected around me. It's time to ultimate. What about immunity? So here we have immunity of the opponent. And now let's activate Tenebris. And let's see what happens. So the opponent probably didn't die. I expected that Tenebris can remove Sigurd, and that should help me to break through, but actually it didn't happen. So looks like her curse is okay, but well, it's not much better than Araji's option. So let's try again. Maybe I was wrong about activation time or something like that. So do it again. This time I will activate my totem earlier. So I'll do it right after my immunity is gone and half of the opponent's immunity is gone. What I need is to stop the enemy from ultimate. Okay, and now I think it's time. Let's do this. So my main question, can Tenebris help me with removing enemy Sigurd? Does she have the right timing? And looks like yes, so she has it. So I was wrong. I was wrong because I activated the totem trick and didn't let Tenebris finish Sigurd, which resulted into my defeat. But what you can see now is I kind of removed the enemy tank, and that resulted into great victory. So Tenebris just smashed the opponent. So that's I wanted to show you the example where Tenebris can really help you out with a super annoying tank, which is Sigurd. Okay, so I hope this video helps you to decide if you need Tenebris and how to plan your quests. So thank you for watching, see you in my next videos, and good luck.